Hello, in this video we're going to code a mortgage repayment calculator in Python. Actually, this could be a repayment calculator for a car loan or anything with interest basically. So if you're buying something over an extended period, you'll typically, sorry I typed that wrong, Jupyter Notebook, you'll want to spread out the cost of the payments over 1, 2, 3, 10, 25 years. So depending on the length of the term will affect how much interest you pay. So let's look at how you can work out the payment. And the first thing we're going to do is say the P. So PV equals the what we call the principal value. So let's do it on a really big mortgage. Let's make that a bit larger. That's better. So you've got a mortgage of £100,000, and then let's say the interest rate, which we'll call R for the rate. And we're actually going to do the interest rate. So if it's 4%, it'll be 0.04. But when we use it, we're going to be using it in relation to the monthly payments. So here, I'm actually just going to divide it by 12 because it's going to make it easier to use in our formula. The formula is widely available. There's different formats of the formula. I just find this version is easier for writing code in Python. So then we're going to say the numerator, so that's the bit on the top of the fraction, equals PV times R. Then the denominator, which is the bit on the bottom, denominator equals, and then this is the formula, so you just need to know this or learn it, and learn it from this video. And it's 1 minus, and then inside the brackets, it's actually 1 plus, then it's 1 plus R, which you've already got there. And then it's to the power of, so in Python it's 2 asterisks. Now I'm just going to put in brackets, and then it's the number of months. So don't do what I did when I started learning this and I was putting in number of years. You'll get, if you put in the number of years, you'll get a very different answer. So then we say P for the payments equals, that's just numerator over nom. I was going for autocomplete there, but right. So run this. We should get something about £500 per month, I think. We'll just put P there. Nice thing about Jupyter Notebook is you don't have to keep doing print statements everywhere. There we go, 527 a month. And you can check that. There are online calculators that obviously do this for you, but if you're writing some software, you don't want to be using online calculators. You want to know how to do this yourself. Also, the whole world seems to run on Excel. Don't fall into that trap. If you're young and you're doing a CS degree or whatever, you're gonna realize this already, that if you go out into the workplace, especially many senior people tend to have a background in accounting and finance, which to them Excel is kind of it's just part of them. They've never known anything different. So if you're from a computer science background, you'll know that Excel is probably not the most appropriate software to be using, especially once you start handling lots of data. Then Excel's going to slow down. In the old days, Excel used to crash all the time. I don't know if it still does. But focus on the what was it? The Tour de France winner from a few years ago, Geraint Thomas. They were asking him the day before the end of the 21 days. So after 20 days, he was in the lead, and they were asking him, what was it? How was he approaching winning it? And obviously, there's still a day to go. But yeah, no, just said focus on the process. So with this, just focus on the process, focus on the formula. Don't worry too much about whether you're doing it in Python or Excel or C or C Sharp or whatever. There's always two parts to code. So there's always the actual coding part, and then there's the domain knowledge. And yeah, if you're interested or you need to be more knowledgeable about working out payments, then there are videos which will explain how this formula was actually derived. And yeah, if you Google for how to derive the repayment formula, something like that, there's a nice video with an Irish lady explaining how to actually derive the formula. But yeah, just remember, if you're doing something to the power of, it's the two asterisks in Python. And if you ever hear people talk about numerators, denominators, and you've not done maths at school recently or whatever, yeah, numerators on top, denominators on the bottom. I don't know how you make a little way to memorize that. I mean, fractions are typically got the larger number on the bottom, so you could think, well, that's the larger word. That word is larger than that word. So as long as you remember numerator and denominator, you shouldn't ever get that upside down, so to speak. So numerator on the top, denominator on the bottom. So thanks for watching, and hopefully that's been useful, and you can go away, practice it, and just create a function, use it in your code, and then you won't need to, yeah, you won't need to start going onto other people's websites to work out repayment calculations. You can put it all into your own code, and then it's better. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, like, and all that. If you like this type of video, slightly related to, finance world or whatever, then I, I'm no accountant, but I have some knowledge of kind of the world of financial calculations. So if you like this, thumbs up, give me a comment, and I'll do another one. Let me know what you'd like to see. Thank you.